What's up, guys? TJ
And Ian.
here at the Freakopolis Geekery anniversary weekend.
Yeah, 2 years now.
Doing once again one of our Saturday night live streams, creating a pop culture icon as a 5th level, 5th edition D&D character.
And we have a super cool one lined up tonight. The one, the only Captain America.
Captain America. Yeah, like one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. So many awesome books with him, so many amazing runs.
Huge legacy. And
yeah, such great history. And, just really all around a stand-up dude.
Yep.
So, yeah, we thought it would be fun. We try and mix it up with Star Wars and DC and Marvel, and it's Marvel's turn, and we thought, who better
Then Cap.
Yeah. The one, the only.
So, as usual, we're going to go over the limitations we put on our character building. We bring them up to 5th level. That's it. That's as far as we go. We know Captain America is reasonably a 12th level fighter,
right,
but we want to build him as actually playable, and so we go to 5th level.
This keeps him in balance with the rest of the pop culture characters we've created, and leads us to potentially holding some sort of battle royale, which we're sort of working towards.
Oh, yeah.
So that's rule number 1.
Rule number 2 is we use the standard array as found in the player's handbook on page 15. This is another way that we keep things balanced between our characters. You may find that to be a little problematic in that Captain America is going to have one bad stat where normally he's considered a pretty all-around really good dude.
Right.
But that's the way that we have to do it in order to go by the books, so we're going to do it that way.
Totally.
And finally, to round out the character, we usually give them a magic item or two with the intent of giving them all of their key attributes and filling that out fully.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, key attributes, we tend to get like 4 to 5 different things we feel are at the core of these characters and trying to accomplish that throughout our character building. Tonight's key attributes for Captain America are as follows.
We have Combat Expert. Of course, he's good at ranged, he's good in close quarters, all around a good fighter.
Yeah, absolutely. Punching, using that shield, even firing guns, throwing grenades on occasion. He's good at all of it.
He has his iconic shield, the Star Shield. He doesn't fight without it.
Pretty much, yeah, unless it's like Infinity War or
yes.
something. But, it goes everywhere with him. Thirdly,
he is a leader. He's a leader. When he is on the team, he gives the commands, and people tend to fight better for it.
Yeah, definitely one of the leaders of the Avengers. Pretty much everybody, says in the comics once they get underneath or they meet Steve Rogers, it's like, wow, this dude, you just want to do what he pretty much directs you to. So
yeah.
That's key to him, I believe.
And then he's also a brilliant strategist. Not only do you want to do what he's directing you to do, but he has the right idea.
yeah, it's for good reason.
Yeah.
He's really good at it.
Cool. So that is the key attributes we're going to be trying to hit with Captain America.
And once again, we're using Roll20's Charactermancer. Lets us just take it step by step.
Put them together.
Yeah, we'll do first level first, class, attributes, background, but then we will move on to leveling them up after that and giving them some real flavor.
Sounds good to me.
So up first,
let's do it.
Race.
Oh man, what race is Captain America?
Yeah, I don't feel like it's really fair to make him anything other than a human.
He is a human. In a universe filled with gods and crazy-ass characters, Captain America's about as human as it gets.
Yeah, and hero humans in D&D get a +1 to everything, which is very much Captain America.
Yeah, he's not necessarily bad at anything. So we're going to go with your standard human. Surprise, surprise.
That's going to give us some options. Age.
This is a funny one.
Technically, he's like 95, right?
Something along those lines. Being frozen near the end of World War II.
Let's say 90.
Okay, all right, we'll go with 90.
I don't feel like doing the math,
but... next up, we have alignment. Are we going to go into that right now, or just continue going over the base stuff?
No language proficient. Well, probably get one other of your choice.
Yeah,
and we always tend to just say...
Pretty much nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, you can fill these in as necessary for your setting. Standard human, he gets +1 to everything. It's pretty killer.
Alright, so yeah, that leaves us with alignment.
Alignment, what alignment is Captain America?
Had you put any thought into this?
I think there's a pretty obvious choice in lawful good.
Yeah, I think so too. Despite the fact that he doesn't always, follow direct orders and stuff. He has a very strict code for himself.
Yeah, the only reason he bends direct orders is because he doesn't believe in what they're saying that
yeah,
badly.
he believes
so.
it's like because it's. I guess the Constitution is his law,
Right.
and that's pretty much it. He's
Yeah.
like a fundamental constitutionalist. So
Yeah, at some points in his runs, you could say he was chaotic good, but all in all, he's lawful good.
yeah, I mean, he has a soft spot for certain people and stuff, so that can bend the lawful a bit, but for the most part,
yeah,
lawful.
cool. Looks good to me.
Alrighty.
Class.
Gotta be a sorcerer. I don't think Barbarian.
Not
no,
so
he doesn't
much.
lose it. Bard, he hardly knows any.
Yeah, doesn't know any modern tunes.
Yes.
Cleric and Druid. Maybe there's an argument for Cleric.
I
little
can
bit.
see that. I mean, he's pretty heavily armored a lot of times.
Yep.
Shield proficiency. He's got that scale mail, and he's sort of a champion of good.
Yeah,
Uh,
but the Constitution can't be your source of divine power.
Right.
Like
Druid, no.
No.
Fighter. Definitely a lot of potential there.
Also, Monk and Paladin are reasonable
I
choices.
think Paladin is maybe the other.
Yeah,
top
compared
choice.
to Fighter.
But I think straight fighter.
I think so as well. He doesn't necessarily pull off any magical moves, even though his shield.
Yeah. I
throw
hate to
could
see
be
him
considered.
with magic. Fighter is like the essence of just human limit, or
Yeah.
character limit, without any magical aids, and that's very much Cap to me.
I like it. So he's a fighter. That gives him 2 skill proficiencies. I know what his background is going to be, so let's not choose
Yes,
athletics
definitely.
or intimidation. Insight, almost no doubt.
You think so?
He reads people. He knows, right? When people talk to Captain America, like he can tell when
Yeah.
you're telling the truth.
I suppose so. Let's see.
Anything else catching your eye there?
Definitely-
Acrobatics.
Yeah, he's pretty acrobatic.
He is, yeah.
Not at like Spider-Man level, but.
Enough to have a proficiency in
Yeah.
it.
What about perception, though? I feel like that gives him some strategist.
Yeah, oh
That
sure.
starts to check off that key attribute.
Yeah, there's an argument there.
All right, we'll both pick one.
Okay, I'll go with acrobatics then, just because he has a lot of obvious feats of acrobatics.
I will say perception.
Perception, okay.
Fighting
So now we go
style.
to his fighting style, and I think there's a lot to be said for defense or protection.
Yeah, I think both make pretty good sense. What's the gist of defense?
I believe it's if you're using a shield, you get a +1. Oh, any armor, yeah. If you're wearing any armor, you have a +1 to AC, so it makes you tougher to hit in general.
This random roll finds Cap quite intimidating. I thought we should have given him proficiency there. To some people he probably is.
Don't worry.
To bad dudes.
That's true. He will end up with that skill. So yeah, you get a +1 being to your armor class with defense, but with protection, you have the opportunity to take hits for your friends,
Right.
which is very Captain America. Yeah, let's protection. When a creature you can see attacks a creature or target other than you within 5 feet of you, so as long as Captain is adjacent to whoever's being targeted, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. That is the most Captain America of all these
Protection?
options. Yeah, protection.
Yeah, I think so.
Oop.
Not 2-weapon fighting. Yeah, it would have given us.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, protection. I think that totally makes sense. It leads. He's the one who's gonna lay down on the wire, as he says, for his friends and for the greater good.
And also at level 1, he gets Second Wind, the classic fighter ability that allows you to roll a d10 plus your fighter level and regain that many hit points in the middle of combat, which leads into his endurance and combat expert key attributes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a bunch of standard equipment, but really you can modify this as you want.
Yeah, we tend to sort of brush over it unless we have some powerful magical item that we want to give him. All right, ability score method.
Custom.
So
But we
he's-
were using the standard array.
Yes, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
Right.
But he's going to get a +1 in each of them. So what do you think his highest is?
Yeah, we talked about this for a little bit.
A little bit.
What he focuses in on, and it's quite a mix. He's pretty dexterous.
I think it's probably dexterity. I feel like he's more dexterous than he is strong.
Yeah, he's a good example of strength, but as compared to the rest of the Marvel Universe, he's not
Yeah.
insanely strong.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's definitely an argument for Dex being his highest stat. There's also, I mean, weirdly enough, there's an argument for Charisma being way up there.
Yeah.
He's,
I believe it.
he's super charismatic.
The Dex will give him a nice AC bonus, though.
That's true.
so-
Yeah, he'll be really hard to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with Dex
I think
because
so.
he is physically very fast.
15.
For Dex, with the +1 gives him a 16. A +3 at first level is pretty nice. That leaves us with our 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
I think there's a feat we might want to give him that may give charisma later.
Yeah. So we want that one to be uneven.
Right, which would mean 14.
14 in charisma. A weird choice for a fighter, but
But it's going to play into that leadership.
Yeah.
And, yeah. 13 in con.
bringing him to a 14, which is a nice stat
Yeah,
to be.
nice rounded +2. Then we have strength, intelligence, wisdom. I think the 12 has to be strength, probably.
Probably, though. I don't see him being unintelligent and not wise.
No, but he's definitely not, a 9 strength either.
No, absolutely. It's a tough one.
I mean, yeah, he's above average in everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, let's put it in strength. So 12 in strength. Now we have his kind of dump
I
stats.
think he's less intelligent than he is wise.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, he's lived through a lot.
Yes, that's
Right.
true. Yeah.
Although, but that sort of makes him naive at the same time.
Yeah, if you want to play to like the man out of time idea, then maybe he's not particularly intelligent. In D&D, this could be something like being put in stasis and not knowing what kingdom he's in,
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
totally.
Which could very well be represented by a low intelligence, even though he's not a dim-witted person.
I guess, yeah, okay. I mean, I was thinking that was more represented by low wisdom, but
It's tough to say.
yeah, it's a bit of a toss-up. All right, so we have a 10 and an 8 left.
10 wisdom.
8 intelligence.
Yep.
Okay.
People may disagree with this. That's okay.
It makes pretty good sense for a fighter, though.
Yeah.
So we are making D&D characters.
Okay, so background. This one is obvious. He's a soldier.
He's a soldier.
Yeah, so I'll flip on over to soldier. I know that you get the skill proficiencies in athletics and intimidation. And a few other various.
Athletics, that makes pretty good sense.
Yep.
On your left. And intimidation. He can be quite intimidating. But,
It's kind of just barking orders.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that would work in terms of leadership.
Yeah. Personality and background. Almost there. Criminal. Entertainer. Noble. Outlander. Soldier. Yeah, athletics and intimidation. You also gain proficiency in one type of gaming set,
Okay.
as well as land vehicles.
Nice.
You can drive a cart.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think
Uh,
he drove tanks and stuff.
Sure.
Gaming set. We'll say dice set. I don't know how you become proficient with a dice set. You kind of just roll.
Yeah, that's a weird one, huh?
Yeah. I mean, maybe you're good at you could do tricks with it or something. But, all right, background features.
Yeah, you get an insignia of rank, but really Captain America's shield speaks all of that.
That's the background. Feature?
No, the specialty. As during your time as a soldier, you had a specific role to play in your unit or army. This is just how you're referred to. His is captain.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Right. Okay. That's self-evident.
Yeah.
First name America. Title Captain. Okay. What else do we have?
Suggested characteristics, and immediately after, so you have your military rank, your rank as a from your career as a soldier. Other soldiers recognize your former military influence. It's pretty straightforward.
Military rank. Other soldiers. Yeah, that happens all the time in the comics and stuff.
Yeah. Rank and influence. Boom. Also, okay, so suggested characteristics. This is the personality, ideal bonds and flaws. So let's just go on through them. Personality traits. I am always polite and respectful.
Language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean to some degree.
I'm haunted by my memories of war. Can't get the images of violence out of my mind. It's a little...
Sometimes,
Yeah.
like a Bucky, but...
I've lost too many friends, and I'm slow to make new ones.
Eh.
I'm full of inspiring and cautionary tales from my military experience, relevant to almost every combat situation. He can do that. He has a lot of stories and stuff.
He does. Yeah, he went on a lot of missions.
I could stare down a hellhound without flinching. He could.
Yeah.
I enjoy being strong and like to break things. Not so much. I have a crude sense of humor. Not so much.
No.
I face problems head on. A simple, direct solution is the best path to success. No, he likes to bounce things around. I would go with I'm full of inspiring and cautionary tales, or any of those other ones jumping out to you?
I feel like he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't play up the.
No, he
inspiring
doesn't
tales.
like tell them constantly.
Yeah, people have those about him, but
I'm always polite and respectful. Definitely true of Steve Rogers.
yeah.
Would you say it's a main part of his personality?
I think so.
Sure.
I think this
Yeah,
is-
yeah.
I think it's fine to use this for this one. We're gonna have a couple more.
Always polite and respectful. I think that's true. You see that so often in the movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so ideal, greater good. Our lot is to lay down our lives in defense of others. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. There's also responsibility. I do what I must and obey just authority. Also very true, but I think honestly the greater good one is exactly exemplary of Captain America.
Yeah.
Which brings us to Bond. I would still lay down my life for the people I served with. Sure.
Yep. Definitely.
Someone saved my life on the battlefield. To this day, I will never leave a friend behind. Yeah, that has happened.
Mhm.
Probably a multitude of times. My honor is my life. He's forgone honor before with the purpose of serving his country and
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
stuff. I'll never forget the crushing defeat my company suffered or the enemies who dealt it. As far as Bucky's
True,
story goes,
yes.
yeah. Those who fight beside me are those worth dying for. An interesting one. I fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. Absolutely true as well. I would probably go with I would lay down my life for the people I served with. Yeah, no, he really maintains that.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, Bucky means the world to him.
And finally, Flaw.
Okay.
The monstrous enemy we faced in battle still leaves me quivering with fear.
No. He's not afraid of anything.
Yeah. I have little respect for anyone who is not a proven warrior. He sees more potential in people, even those who aren't proven.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I made a terrible mistake in battle. It cost many lives, and I would do anything to keep that mistake secret. No. My hatred of enemies is blind and unreasoning. No. I obey the law even if the law causes misery.
No.
Nope. I'd rather eat my armor than admit when I'm wrong. No.
Oh, really?
You think so?
I mean,
Oh, he
a
is
little
pretty
bit.
stubborn,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's very stubborn.
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
I
let's
think
just
out
go
of
with that.
all of them.
Yeah. Coolio.
I'd rather eat my armor than
Admit when I'm wrong.
wrong. Yeah, I mean to some degree.
Coolio. So that is his personality. Some interesting choices, but I think it works pretty well. Steve Rogers and Captain America have been around long enough for us to be able to kind of bend it.
Yeah, totally. All
Okay,
right,
so-
he gets 12 hit points. Equipment. I wish there was scale mail.
We'll put in scale mail
Okay.
later, because that's what he wears.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't
Shield
really
is
use
not
any of
really.
these.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, there we go. Boom. That's all he really
Is that-
needs.
yeah, I mean.
He doesn't use anything else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Chainmail shield.
And standard soldier background equipment. Useful
No
stuff.
spells.
Coolio. I think that kicks us into really getting him refined with the next
That's it.
levels.
All right, so he is fighter level 1 human with a strength 13, dex 16, con 14, intelligence 9, wisdom 11, charisma 15, 12 hit points, and a soldier background. So we'll apply those changes. You know, I think we're on our way to nailing these key attributes down.
Oh yeah. I'd say we have a better start on them with level 1 than a lot of the other characters
Right,
we've
but
made.
nothing is quite checked off yet, but we'll get there as we level them up to level 5.
Yeah.
So if you have any suggestions on who we should make next,
Be sure to let
how
us
you
know.
think we're doing, be sure to let us know, yeah.
Also, hit the like and subscribe buttons, or share this, or whatever you want to do
Tell
to
your
support us.
friends,
Yeah.
play them. I don't know, we'll put the sheet up and you guys can play them.
Yeah. So he's sitting with an 18 armor class at first level.
First level is pretty good.
That is pretty great.
And he's going to have probably a better shield than this, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to do Fighter 5. We've been taking full
Full HP.
HP for all these guys, which is a little not, it's like the one thing we're not really doing according to the book, but
It'll work for our battle royale and stuff.
exactly. So 60 is sort of sitting in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, he's tougher than many, but not as strong as Hulk. Duh. So
Right.
that works pretty well.
Okay. So class abilities.
Let's
Proficiency bonuses. Oh, because I leveled them up.
Yep. So you get Action Surge at level 2. Nice and simple. We're probably going to go straight fighter with him, just making some interesting choices with feats and stuff, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So Fighter 2. We just went over this with Chewbacca, so we can just really shorthand it.
Yep. So you get your Action Surge, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits. Once on your turn, you can take 1 additional action.
Plus 1 action per. What's it?
For
or
short
long?
or long rest. Yep. Nice and simple.
Okay, cool. Any other level 2 stuff?
That's it for fighters at level 2.
So level 3.
Level 3!
It's your fighting style,
Yes,
right?
your martial archetype, and this is important. Captain America is almost no doubt a battle master. This is where he'll get a lot of his leadership abilities. This is also going to be quite a lot of typing and stuff. So, battle master. Those who emulate the archetype of battle master employ martial techniques passed down through the generations. Kind of. The shield is a little original, but to a battle master, combat is an academic field, sometimes including subjects beyond battles such as weaponsmithing and calligraphy. It's very Captain America.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get when you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you learn maneuvers that are fueled by special dice called superiority dice, and you learn 3 maneuvers. Oh, you also gain proficiency with 1 type of artisan's tools, but that's not particularly important.
I like to think he's a whittler.
Yes.
Alright, so
Maneuvers.
maneuvers.
So he gets 3 maneuvers.
I'm just gonna make that. I'm gonna put them under one banner.
Okay.
Fighter 3. Okay.
So-
do you have any standout ones?
Commander's Strike.
Okay.
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forgo one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So you could have the Hulk.
Yeah, he
smash.
tells him, go smash that guy, and he does.
Okay.
Yep, so you forgo an attack and let your friend strike for you. It can be particularly powerful. There's also, you got quite a few options here.
There's Rally. What's that do?
Rally's pretty good. On your turn, you can use a bonus action, expend 1 of your superiority dice to bolster the resolve of your companions. When you do so, choose a friendly creature that can see or hear you. That creature gains temporary hit points equal to your superiority die plus your charisma modifier.
And he's got a great charisma modifier.
That sounds good to me.
+2, yeah, I think so. So Rally is bonus action. Friendly creature.
Yep.
Within earshot, gains temp HP equal to.
The superiority die roll plus your charisma modifier. He gets 3 superiority die. I believe they're a D8 at 1st level, but I can't quite find that yet.
And he gets 1 more maneuver.
Yeah, he gets 1 more maneuver, and I'm having a hard time figuring it out. May very well be parry, just for his own personal protection. It will make him wicked difficult to hit. There's also disarming attack, distracting strike, evasive footwork, feigning attack, goading attack, lunging attack, maneuvering attack, menacing attack, parry, precision
maneuvering?
attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you may expend one of your superiority die to maneuver one of your comrades into a more advantageous position.
I feel like it's that.
Yeah, okay, maneuvering attack. Sounds good to me.
Absolutely. I don't think I spelled that right.
E and the U. There you go. Maneuvering attack.
So on successful hit.
Add superiority die to the weapon's damage roll. Choose a friendly creature. That creature can use its reaction to move up to half of its speed without provoking attack of opportunity.
To the damage. Choose friendly creature.
And they can move.
Oh my god. It's a mess.
Boom.
Okay.
And they can move half of their speed without evoking attacks of opportunity, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Without provoking attacks of
Opportunity. Cool. Looks good to me. Alright, so that is what he gets for third level.
Nice. That's some good stuff.
It really is. I
Definitely
think
checking off some of those key attributes.
Yeah. Nice. Which brings us to level 4, which is an ability score improvement or a feat.
Is there any feat in particular?
There is the Inspiring Leader feat.
Yeah.
Let me find that real quick.
I've taken it before.
You have, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like
in
it.
fact, you know how it works, right?
Not exactly.
You spend 10 minutes speaking with your party, then they gain
Temporary hit points equal to
your charisma modifier, right?
plus your level, maybe?
Let me see. There's something a little more
yeah,
to
you
it.
definitely get more than 2 hit points.
Lightly armored, inspiring leader. Spend 10 minutes inspiring your comrades, shoring up their resolve to fight. When you do, choose up to 6 friendly creatures, which can include yourself within 30 feet of you. They gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier. So in the end, they'll be getting +8.
And they gain
+8 or
temp HP
equal to
Cha
plus level.
level.
Nice.
And that does that give them any?
It does not increase your charisma or anything
see,
like
that
that.
would be so good if we were ending up with 16.
I know it, but that's the way it's going to go, and as you continue to level him up, you can continue to rebalance him. We thought that Inspiring Leader really fit the bill for this character.
I think so.
Okay,
And finally, at 5th level,
at 5th level. Right up to it, nice. Extra attack, nice and simple.
Right.
He gets to hit multiple times. Which is going
what
to...
is he attacking with, though?
That is his shield, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about his shield. It is a magic weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is made of adamantium. Not even just, D&D adamantium, but Marvel's adamantium.
Okay.
But if we consider that, it will have the siege modifier. All adamantium things do. It does double damage against structures. I think that makes good sense.
Alright, so...
Or is his shield made of vibranium?
It's made of vibranium in the... It's an alloy, but...
Right. Yeah, so it gets the siege modifier, almost no doubt. It does extra damage against structures, so we can bust down doors and walls by charging with it in front of it.
Yeah.
We're also going to have to give it a special action in that it can be thrown. Range 30 feet, a little bit further than your average thrown weapon.
30 feet, yeah, I think that's fair.
How much damage do you think? A D8? Or should it be like D8 and then can bounce for a D6?
Oh my god, that seems...
It's very powerful, yeah.
Pretty powerful.
D6 plus dex?
I would say D6, or no, I would say D8, but he gets extra attacks, so he's
Just whipping it out more?
Yeah, I mean, it comes back to him, so.
Okay.
Turns on after resolve.
And it's 1d8 plus dex. We're going to call it a finesse
As an
weapon.
attack. Iconic shield.
Uh,
So Dex.
Yep. Boom.
It's +1.
It's a +1 magic item.
Yeah.
That makes it much more difficult to destroy via acid or fire or whatever.
D8 plus
Plus Dex.
Dex.
It's a precision kind of
1.
weapon.
And I guess it's probably
Bludgeoning. Yeah. Blood. And I think that's about it. As far as that's concerned.
Cool.
So he has a +5 to hit with the shield. Actually, it should be a +6, right?
I don't know why this keeps coming out like that.
1d8. Okay.
I don't know why it's coming out like that. Whatever.
Probably have to leave it. Yeah, you guys get the idea anyway. He's a 1d8 when he throws it.
Right.
Cool. So you think that pretty much wraps him up? Nice and simple.
I think for the most part, yeah, that's
That's a low level,
quick and clean
Yep.
level 5 Captain America. So let's go over him real quick.
Yeah.
You do the honors.
He is Captain America.
Oh wait, he'll gain 1 extra.
Yes.
Really?
Using the
The
shield.
plus-
Do you want me to refer to Splint Mail as well? And yes, +1 shield gives you +1 to AC.
Alright, so he gets 19. And
Splint
then-
Mail gives you a 16
Scale mail.
or scale, yeah. Gives you a 16, I believe, standard as heavy armor.
Jeez.
Believe so. Take me forever to find equipment. And then yeah, the shield is going to give him a +3 because it's a standard size shield and then it's magical.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to look into there?
I think that's about it. So he's, if it's, would you say 16?
I believe it's a 16
With
with
16 plus 3, 19 plus 3 is 22.
wow.
I think that's fitting though.
It is. Somehow, the equipment has like disappeared on me. There we go. Probably right back here.
One more.
Weapons.
There's the
Armor.
armor.
Okay. Splint mail. Armor class 17. Scale
Is
mail.
there scale?
Armor
Yeah.
class 14. Plus
14,
Dex
okay.
mod.
Okay, 14.
Maximum of 2.
What?
Yeah, that's okay. So he sits with a
So that would be
14, 16,
19.
19.
Is what we were at.
Yeah,
I guess that's still pretty good.
it is
Whatever,
good.
fine.
It's pretty damn
Yeah,
good.
okay. Alright, Captain America is a level 5 fighter with the soldier background, standard human, and a lawful good alignment.
He's sitting with a 13 strength, 16 dexterity, 14 charisma or constitution, 9 intelligence. Don't yell at us for that one. 11 wisdom and 15 charisma. He's proficient with strength and constitution saving throws with a +3 proficiency bonus at 5th level.
That's pretty good.
And he's skilled in acrobatics, athletics, intimidation, and perception. All makes sense to me.
He has a passive perception of 13, an armor class of 19, initiative +3, speed of 30, and 60 hit points.
Pretty sweet. 5 hit dice. And as far as personality goes, his personality trait is I'm always polite and respectful, very true of Steve Rogers. His ideal is the greater good. Our law is to lay down our lives in defense of others. Absolutely. Bonds, I would lay down my life for the people I served with. Too true in a lot of runs. You see him go through with this. And flaws, I'd rather eat my armor than admit when I'm wrong. He's pretty stubborn. We determined that was definitely a good way to go with his flaw.
He wears scale mail and has an iconic throwing shield.
Which he can use his extra attack with for kind of the bounce effect, and it has a range of 30 feet, does a D8 damage, nice and magical. There's a few things about it that make it cool.
A fighting style of protection,
So
second
if-
wind, military rank, action surge, battle master with a bunch of awesome maneuvers, inspiring leader feat, and extra attack.
Yep.
So can we check any of these off? Combat experts.
He definitely is a
As a
combat
fighter,
expert,
battle
yep.
master, definitely. Iconic shield.
Pretty well and done. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you could add more Captain America's shield-esque, features to this shield, but feel free to do so and throw it on here.
Leadership.
Absolutely, he's an
His
inspiring
military
leader.
rank, aspiring leader. His, I would say the strategist comes into play.
Battle
the
Master.
battle master maneuvers.
Yeah, but the inspiring leader feat and all those things really fill in the leadership aspect of him. And that looks really good to me. I think this is Captain America.
So that is our Captain America as a 5th level, 5th edition D&D character. Let us know how you think we did in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, friend us, stop by the shop.
Yeah. And any other ideas you have for characters you'd like to be made, we will make them.
Take care, guys. Good night.
Thanks for joining us.